Hello besties, welcome back to another video. All thanks to Almighty God for another beautiful day. If you are a new if you are new here, hello, you are welcome. But if you are a subscriber already, hi, thank you for coming back. And it's good to have you back here again. In today's video, we will be talking about these herbs over here, the rosemary herbs. See it, the rosemary herbs. So if you want to know more things about these herbs, don't go anywhere, just sit down and while I dive into it. In this video, we are going to be talking about rosemary. So let's begin without further ado. Let's dive into it. They said rosemary does for remembrance. So Rosmarinus officinalis, or since 2017, also known as Salvia romarinus, is a variety of the rosemary herb that is native to the Mediterranean region. It is widely used all around the world and is one of the most popular herbs of the rosemary herbs. Although it's native to the Mediterranean region, the herbs has been naturalized in other parts of the world, including North America and China. Rosemary grows as a shrub and has a strong aroma that is somewhat that is somehow similar to eucalyptus, but woodier. The herb can withstand long period of time without water, and in regular conditions can live for as long as 30 years. Because rosemary is an evergreen shrub, it's often used as an ornament plant. Is often used as an ornamental plant. Indeed, you will find it in many homes and gardens in Greece. Rosemary has also been used symbolically for remembrance throughout Europe, particularly around graves or during war commemorations. The quotation at the beginning of this video is from one of Shakespeare's most famous play, Hamlet, in which the character of Hilia makes clear the tradition of using rosemary for remembrance. I'm sorry if I not call the name well, I'm sorry. Now, let's look at dry rosemary, which is the one that is very, very common in our homes. Dry rosemary is an easy to use form of the herbs and can be used for tea and cooking. When rosemary leaves are dried, they turn in a lighter shade of green and become harder and more brittle. So they will need to be cooked adequately in used as seasoning if used as seasoning and make the leaves softer. You will usually find you will usually find dried rosemary leaves in three different cuts, either whole, cracked, or ground. Whole dried rosemary leaves are straight are straightforward. They are rosemary leaves that have been dried and left whole, usually about 1 inch in length. Ground rosemary leaves are also straightforward. The dried rosemary leaves are ground into powder. Finally, cracked rosemary leaves are somewhere in between. The dried leaves are put through a grinder until they are about 1/4 of an inch in length. This makes them easier to use than whole rosemary in some situations. I guess this is the one we are using, which is the cracked rosemary, because it's very very fine. See, very very fine and short. Because I normally I do buy fresh rosemary. It's very long. So I was wondering why this one is like this. Now I've seen the procedure that is being cracked. Always remember that dry form of any herbs is stronger than the fresh. So when substituting with dry rosemary, you only need to use about 1/3 of the amount of fresh rosemary. Now, fresh rosemary has dark green needle sharp leaves and white or purple flowers, although dried rosemary has a higher concentration of oils and aroma. Fresh rosemary leaf also has a very noticeable aroma. Indeed, while fresh rosemary leaf will be less strong than dried rosemary, it will often have a brighter and more complex taste and aroma compared to dried rosemary. That is true. When I use that fresh rosemary as leave-in spray, oh la la, the aroma was very strong. So, but it's just that the rosemary leaf that is useful, but it's just that, but it's not just that. But it's not just the rosemary leaf that is useful. Do you know that rosemary flowers are also edible? They can make a nice little garnish for a salad or dish. So just relax and find out rosemary health properties and taste. Now that you know more about this great plant, let's take a look at some of rosemary's health benefits. Antioxidant health benefit: because of rosemary's high level of flavonoids and phenolic acid, the herbs in high in the herb is high in antioxidant. These antioxidants provide all sorts of benefits, from protecting our organs and body's functions against damage caused by free radicals, to helping fight premature aging in the skin. By including the herbs in your diet, you could benefit from rosemary health benefit for your physical health. At Tofilo, we will at Tofilo at Tof, Tofilo, we like to take advantage of this by including a few teaspoons. Rosemary contain high level of phenolic acid and diterpeneal compound. One of the various benefits of this compound is their strong antibacterial benefit. This means that rosemary has notable antibacterial benefit that can help with, among other things, the healings of minor wounds. For millennial people that believe improvement of brain functions to be one of rosemary's health benefits, and now various scientific studies support this. A 2020 review of scientific literature explored a number of these studies. It found studies that show that using rosemary essential oil for aromatherapy can help improve exam performance in students, and it also found studies that showed that rosemary could help improve con cognitive performance in people with as Alzheimer's. Further evidence of rosemary benefits for brain functions were found in a 2018 study. In this study, participants drank water containing rosemary extract, and the researchers found that this had a beneficial effect on their cognitive performance. It's not call it well, cognitive. Similar studies in 2012 and 2013 also shows that rosemary extract could help treat and even prevent dementia dementia and generally improve cognitive functions in older people. What more studies have suggest that rosemary may have the ability to prevent brain aging, though further research on this is needed. All in all, here is compelling evidence to suggest that including rosemary in your diet and lifestyle can do a lot to help your brain functions and protect it from future display. If you have watched this video to this extent and you haven't subscribed, sweetheart, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, smash the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for you to be notified whenever I upload a new video. And give this video a thumbs up for engagement. And leave a comment down below if you have any questions, comment or suggestions. And don't forget to share this video to whom you feel needs it. Now back to our health benefit of rosemary. Interestingly, initial research suggests that rosemary can do a lot to help with mood and sleep quality. In a 2017 study, university students took a 5 milligram rosemary supplement twice a day for a month. The researchers found that compared to a placebo, the rosemary supplement helped alleviate symptoms of anxiety and depression and improve sleep quality. Meaning, if you are suffering from anxiety and depression, all you have to do is just to make rosemary tea. If you don't have access to the supplements, you make rosemary tea and be drinking. It will help you a lot. While more research needs to be done this study gives a reason to consider using rosemary for mind, mood and sleep concern. Certainly, one of rosemary's health benefit that has been applied traditionally in both ancient and modern times is its ability to aid digestion. Indeed, Germany's Commissioner part of the Federal Institute for Drugs and Medical Devices, has approved the use of rosemary for the treatment of dyspepsia. that is indigestion. One of rosemary's health benefits, and a pretty amazing one, is its potential to protect and promote hair health. In a study in 2012 found that one of rosemary's key components, carnostic acid, can have a great effect in promoting hair health. Then researchers suggest that rosemary could therefore play a role in clinical treatment for hair health issues such as age-related macular degenerations. So it's very possible that by including rosemary in your diet, you can you could be helping to keep your hair healthy. So we've talked about rosemary's health benefits. So now let's look at some of the great benefits of these herbs. We have talked about some of the benefits of these great herbs. So let's look at the uses to get the benefits of its health properties. Now, rosemary tea. Rosemary for tea. Rosemary tea is a great drink both for its flavor and aroma. It has a savory piney flavor that is a little bitter and melty at the same time. It makes a great tea that feels nourishing. Additionally, by drinking rosemary tea, you can take advantage of some of the health benefits we talked about previously. And you can also benefit scientific to rosemary tea. A review of scientific studies in 2017 found that the use of rosemary extract, for example in tea, could help control and lower blood sugar level. As we all know, rosemary taste is slightly piney and woody, at times even a little bitter. It pairs well with many hard foods and dishes such as lump duck, sausage, stew, soup, and turnips. It's also often used to flavor drinks. Rosemary is widely used in both home kitchens and in the culinary world. Is a staple of French herb blends such as traditional banquets, garnished and helps the province. You all also find it in Italian kitchen where it's sprinkled on top of focaccia or infused in olive oil. Rose Rosemary work particularly well as a seasoning for fish and seafood. You can use either dry or fresh rosemary for fish. Fresh rosemary will give a slight more citrusy flavor, whereas dry rosemary will be more piney and woodier. Many of rosemary's benefits that we have talked about can be obtained through its essential oils, especially in the use of aromatherapy. The health properties of rosemary essential oil that are particularly evident by research include its ability to improve cognitive functions, protect against Alzheimer's, reverse hair loss, and alleviate symptoms of stress. So guys, if you want to know more about rosemary oil's benefits, you have to stay back, keep sitting, and keep watching this video. So, some interesting fat benefits and uses of rosemary herbs are as follows. Rosemary is having a major moment in the spotlight. We don't know, and we don't mean as a food seasoning, even though we love it for food too. So guys, let's look at the benefit of rosemary for hair and scalp care. One of the best benefits of rosemary for hair is its shine enhancing power. Rosemary helps restore shine by removing product buildup to let your natural hair shine come through. Rosemary also enhances hair shine by smoothing the hair cuticle to avoid rough lifted cuticle. Because our hair cuticles are in a pattern similar to singlow on a roof, lifted cuticle dull lifted cuticles dull shine and give us a rougher hair texture. Smooth cuticle help our hair look shiny and healthy. If you have been dealing with lackluster strands, adding a few drops of rosemary essential oil to your shampoo can help revive dull traces. Or you can try a shampoo boosting rosemary infused shampoo and conditioner. Rosemary has powerful antioxidant properties that can promote healthy circulation to the scalp in support of strong, healthy strands. The antioxidant benefit of rosemary for hair come from the polyphenols in rosemary like carnosol, carnosic acid, and rosmarinic acid. Some research has shown that carnosic acid may have botanically therapeutic uses through its ability to help neutralize free radicals damage. Rosemary also has powerful antifungal properties that can calm and smooth the scalp. The purifying properties of rosemary help rejuvenate the scalp and fight dryness, itchiness, and irritation, while also helping fight the buildup of oil, skin cell, and hair care products that can lead to chronic issues like dandruff and scalp psoriasis if not cleared away. For smoothing scalp relief, try a rosemary hair serum with rosemary extract to support a healthier feeling scalp. Now, here is what they call pro tip. In between using your daily rosemary hair serum, try making a DIY rosemary essential oil overnight treatment for your scalp care. The most important part is that add a carrier oil like olive oil or jojoba oil to the rosemary before you apply it. Otherwise, the undiluted rosemary can be too harsh for sensitive scalp. Blend the rosemary with a carrier oil in a ratio of 5 drops of rosemary to 2 teaspoons of oil. Mix well and apply directly to your scalp in the evening. In the morning, you can wash and style your hair as usual. Build-up of oil, skin cell and hair care products on the scalp doesn't just lead to scalp irritation such as redness and inflammation. It can also affect how our hair grows and ultimately looks. While healthy hair growth requires an optimal scalp environment, so hair follicles can also perform optimally and produce their healthiest and thickest looking hair strands. Research suggests that a significant benefit of rosemary for our hair is that it may support thicker looking hair can and this can be attributed to the positive effect of a healthy scalp environment which rosemary promotes. Strong healthy hair comes from a nourished scalp, but we but as we age, our scalp tends to become more sensitive. Circulations can slow and our hair can look tinier. A rosemary serum is a great way to stimulate and re-energize the scalp as well as nourish the skin and follicles. So as time goes on, I will be dropping a video on how to make rosemary serum. I will also be dropping a video on this channel of how to make rosemary oil. I will also be dropping a video on this channel of how to make rosemary spray, a rosemary leave-in spray. And I will still dig on more research to see if I can make rosemary essential oil. But if I can make it, I will definitely bring the tutorial to your doorstep by showing you in this channel how to make them. So you have to subscribe to this channel so that you'll be learning all these things. In that way, you'll not be spending much money in taking care of your natural or relaxed hair. Let's look at rosemary oil. Rosemary essential oil is a common variety you can purchase and use as a home remedy. The oil's health uses range from antioxidant benefits and anti-inflammation to memory enhancement and more. In recent years, there have been claims that the oil may be great for hair growth. Some say it could even prevent hair loss, pointing to Mediterranean culture's uses of rosemary in hair recipes to promote hair growth for hundreds of years as supporting evidence. Now, these are some questions that popped up our mind whenever we hear of any herbs. Can rosemary oil treat hair loss? The idea that rosemary oil encourages hair growth may come from the rosemary's basic health benefit. The plant in essential oil form is said to have anti-inflammatory properties, promote nerve growth and improve circulations. So anything that can improve blood circulations in the scalp and in the body can easily promote hair growth. Like peppermint essential oil also used to promote hair growth, rosemary essential oil strengthens circulations. As a result, it could prevent hair follicles from being starved of blood supply, dying off and leading to hair loss. Beyond stimulating hair growth, rosemary essential oil is used to prevent premature graying and dandruff. It may also help dry or itchy scalp. There's this another big question. They said, do studies support the claims? Let's see if studies support this claim. According to some scientific evidence, rosemary may benefit nerve tissues. Carnosic acid, an active ingredient in the plant, heal tissue and nerves damage in one study. This ability to heal nerves ending may regenerate nerves in the scalp too, in turn probably restoring hair growth. More revealing recent studies show that rosemary directly help protect against hair loss. On 2015 trial pitted the essential oil against minoxidil, commercially known as Rogaine. Both were used on human subjects. More revealing recent studies show that rosemary directly help protect against hair loss. One 2015 trial pitted the essential oil against minoxidil, I think, commercially known as Rogaine. Both were used on human subjects with andro androgenetic alopecia, male or female pattern baldness. Results show that rosemary essential oil was just as effective as minoxidil. During the process, it helped the side effect of itchy scalp more successful than minoxidil. Another study of rosemary leaf extract, different from the rosemary oil, showed it stimulated hair growth. This occur when hair loss was triggered by tes testosterone, as in pattern baldness. This study was performed on mice. However, two separated two separate um clinical review, one from 2010 and one from 2011, also acknowledge rosemary hair growth po ten tials. The former cites a study with successful hair regrowth in people with alopecia who use essential oils. One of these essential oils was rosemary. In a later review, rosemary essential oil was described as a hair loss restorative. This was due to its circulation improving effect. Now people will ask, how will I use rosemary oil for hair loss? After mixing about 5 drops of rosemary essential oil with a teaspoon of carrier oil like jojoba oil or coconut oil, massage evenly into your scalp after bath or shower. Rinse out the oil afterward. Excuse me, is optional. Though if you do rinse, let the oil sit on your scalp for at least 5 to 10 minutes before you rinse it. That's if you want to rinse it out. Mix it into your shampoo. This can also apply to conditioners, lotions or creams. Play in safe and don't add too much. Keep to about 5 drops per ounce of product. Afterward, use the product like usual. You can also add 2 to 3 drops directly to any hair product when you are applying a dollop of it on your palm before use. There are many recipes online for this shampoo base. You can also add essential oils to your preferred health and beauty benefit. These may incorporate a mixture of baking soda, coconut oil, essential oils, and probably other oils. They say, what should I know before using rosemary oil? Avoid getting essential oil in your eyes. If contact occur, quickly rinse your eyes with cold water. Likewise, be careful not to apply too much to your scalp. Rosemary essential oil has been known to irritate the skin. It may cause discomfort, but no health danger. To avoid skin irritation, dilute the oil with a carrier oil or other product before applying it. Not enough is known about the safety of using rosemary essential oils while pregnant or breastfeeding. Though using the essential oil for hair loss is only done topically, be conscious its effects in this regard are still unknown. Rosemary has been used by many to promote hair growth successfully. Using rosemary essential oil could very well do the same for you. Science and personal experience together both strongly suggest the essential oil does protect against hair loss, particularly the related to male or female pattern baldness. It may even be effective for alopecia. That's true, because for some time now I've been using rosemary. I did a combination of herbs, and rosemary was included in that herbs. When I started using it, all this place you are seeing now, it was blood. There was no hair at all in it. So I started using it, then I made this hair. Now look at it. You see how long they are. You see, I can even hold something now. You see, look at it. This place and this place, it has really helped me to grow my edges. Like initially when I made the hair, my hair ended in this place. But now I now have these ones. See, I now have these ones in addition to it. So, of a truth, rosemary really promotes hair growth. Rosemary essential oil is a simple remedy that you can use at home, and it may even be competitive with commercial products. What more, it's quite safe when used correctly and yield very few side effects. So guys, all you need to do is try and get your hands on rosemary so that you can be using it for your hair and your health to get all the benefits you need to. We all want lustrous, voluminous hair, so seeing clumps of hair fall out can be alarming. While hair loss is a result of multiple factors, it can be avoided by treating the scalp with a stimulating oil rich in iron and magnesium, such as rosemary oil. Iron and magnesium are essential for producing hemoglobin, the protein molecule in our blood that carries oxygen and essential nutrients to all tissues of the body, including the hair follicles. Without ample blood and nutrition, the hair follicles are unable to support hair growth, causing the hair to wither and fall out. When applied when When applied, rosemary oil penetrates the scalp and stimulates the microfilaries, enhancing blood flow to the hair follicles. This enables the hair to complete its growth cycle. Don't you just hate it when you walk out the door with sleek, beautiful hair and minutes later it turns into a huge frizzy mess? Each hair strand is covered with cuticle scales that overlap like roof shingles. When hair is dehydrated, these scales rise, allowing more moisture to escape, unlike chemically based moisturizers that stay only on the surface of the hair. Oils like rosemary oil penetrate and heal the hair shaft to maintain moisture. Apart from rosemary oil is most weightless in texture, it does not weigh the hair down. Dandruff can be caused by dry or oily scalp. When the scalp is dry, it becomes flaky and itchy due to loss of moisture. This means that you may be suffering from vitamin A deficiency. Vitamin A aids in the production of sebum, replenishing it with enough moisture to keep the pH of the scalp balanced. Using shampoos and conditioners with rosemary can alleviate the flakiness and inch through its vitamin and antibacterial properties. And not only that, you always using rosemary spray can also help. Blow drying coil or flattening, even shampooing daily can put the hair under so much stress, causing it to lose its natural oil and become brittle. This is why it's important that we reblemish the hair back to its healthy state with protein and vitamins. Rosemary is an excellent source of vitamin C, which acts as an antioxidant when used as a component in hair care products. It protects the hair from free radicals, including harsh chemicals, causing the damage. Vitamin C is also a building block for collagen, a structural protein that keep the hair strong and healthy. To reverse the damage, we recommend treating hair with a hair mask infused with rosemary. So let's dive a little deeper into how rosemary water help hair growth, as that seems to be the most sought after benefit. Rosemary water can make your hair longer. But how? It can boost hair growth by inhibiting hormonal changes that lead to hair loss, improving circulations to the follicles, acting as an antioxidant, and decreasing inflammation on the scalp. Unlike other natural hair growth remedies, there is evidence to support that rosemary water does improve hair growth. A study in mice found that rosemary leaf extract can decrease the conversion of testo- ste- testosterone to form to the form, which contributes to hair loss as well as block the hormone receptor in the follicle. It is also thought to dilute blood vessels, increasing circulations on the scalp. Its antioxidant, anti-inflammatory and antifungal effects are also thought to improve scalp health and strengthen hair. Safe to say, we are convinced. Are you not convinced? Me, I'm convinced. Though rosemary water does help with hair growth, there are some who will notice more benefit from using it than others. That's true. Those dealing with hair thinning due to hormonal effects or advanced age may benefit the most from using rosemary oil. It may also help decrease inflammation caused by dandruff. It's not advised to use rosemary water along with oral or topical medications for hair loss. There is no data on the safety of combining rosemary water or oil with other hair growth treatments such as mi- minoxidil minoxidil. If anyone is already using an oral or applied medications for hair loss, they should not also use rosemary water without consulting a physician. There is no safety data in pregnant or breastfeeding women or in children, so this group should avoid using it. Additionally, those with sensitive skin should be cautious when using rosemary water on their strands. Anyone with allergies or sensitive skin should patch test rosemary water by applying it in their jawline nightly for 5 nights to test the irritation before applying it widely on their scalp. Now, what is the best way to use rosemary water? When it comes to getting the most out of rosemary water for your hair, consistency is the key. You likely won't see result overnight, so don't get discouraged. It will take quite a bit of time for the elixir to work. It's powerful. It powers on your strands. In a clinical trial, it took 6 months of use to see a significant benefit. Applying rosemary oil solution to the scarf overnight and washing it out in the morning is as simple as that. Now, how do you make a rosemary water for wrist? The most well-known way to use rosemary water is in the form of a hair wreath, which is relatively easy to make. Now, boil 1/4 of distilled water. They didn't say tap water o. They didn't say bottle water. They said distilled water. Boil 1/4 part of distilled water. Add a handful of dried rosemary. Allow to step or sep for 5 hours. Once cooled, the mixture can be diluted either in water to form a mist or in shampoo. In 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 either case, create a 4:1 ratio. Use the rosemary water hair mist in your hair after you have shampooed your hair, then rinse out. For a rosemary oil scalp treatment, 1 drop of rosemary oil can be mixed with 6 drops of coconut oil, then massage into the scalp and left on overnight. Rosemary is known to improve blood circulations. When the circulations in your scalp region increases, it can poten potentially strengthens the hair follicles and reduce hair fall. In fact, a piece of research published in US-based PubMed PubMed Central established that rosemary oil is just as effective in combating hair fall as minoxidil, a medical a medicine specifically used for hair loss issues. In addition, improved blood circulations can also lead to prevention of hair loss, so try to include it in your hair care routine. Not only does rosemary reduce hair fall, it can also give ways to hair growth due to its ability to keep the nerves healthy. It contains casonic acid, which is known to have a healing effect in the case of nerve damage. Due to this, rosemary can provide your scalp with the nourishment it needs to grow. Research suggests that rosemary can play a part in stimulating hair growth. Rosemary has a hair darkening effect, and hence, if applied regularly, can prevent premature graying. When it comes to spotting some grays, prevention is better than cure. Hence, you should make rosemary a regular function of your hair care routine in order to keep the white strand at bay. A combination of antifungal and decongestant properties, rosemary is perfect to help you deal with dandruff. Not only does it keep your scalp clear of fungus, which can give way to dandruff, but we also eliminate excess oil. A build up scalp ensures you stay clear of dandruff and keep your thread healthy. So for an effective healthcare regimen, include rosemary as it provides the double benefit of encouraging hair growth and preventing hair loss. So these 5 rosemary trees can give you faster hair growth. Not making tail creams here, but if you haven't used rosemary for hair growth, you don't know what you are missing out on. Hair and scalp issues are like hair loss, hair thinning and itchiness tend to affect the quality of our life, and moreover our confidence. Restoring the natural method to stay away from the ill effect of harmful chemicals to reverse the damage that can be quite a challenge. One of the most recent alternatives suggest to help with many such hair and scalp issues is rosemary. This fragrant herbs not only fill your palate with aroma, but is an elixir for hair growth. Now you must be wondering about ways to use rosemary for hair growth. Let's know it from an expert. So here are 5 ways to use rosemary for hair growth. 1. Rosemary oil. The most preferred and highly sought after method of using rosemary in the form of oil with its pleasant aroma and plentiful benefit. Rosemary is undoubtedly one of the best essential oils you can get your hand on. It is rich in antioxidant and has anti-inflammatory properties. This is presumed to help stimulate hair growth and discourage uncontrollable hair fall to a large extent. 2. Add rosemary to your shampoo. Adding rosemary oil to your shampoo help enhance its purifying capacity. Simply add about 5 to 8 drops of rosemary oil to your shampoo and massage it well for about 3 minutes into your scalp. As it does not contain a lot of fat like other oils, adding it to your shampoo does not make your hair look flat. This can also be used frequently as it does not dep deplete the natural barrier on the surface of the scalp. Combine rosemary with other oils. Each of us has preference when it comes to the oils we choose to massage our scalp, from oils with slightly higher level of viscosity like olive oil or coconut oil that are rich in fat, to lighter essential oils like lavender oil or almond oil. Each of them has a list of benefits the hair can gain. However, if using rosemary in different oils can help amplify the benefits and can be wrapped from the oil massage. If one chooses to make it less greasy, adding 3 to 4 drops of rosemary oil along with almond oil and cam chamomile oil can create a great combination. Number 4. Rosemary tea for the final wrist. One can take advantage of its anti-inflammatory properties by brewing some rosemary tea and using it as a final wrist post hair wash. In addition, rosemary also holds antibacterial and antifungal properties that help smooth the scalp. To a cup or two of water, and add a few teaspoons of rosemary and let it boil. After about 3 to 5 minutes, lower the heat and let it simmer. Once done, wait for it to cool down and use it as the final step of your hair wash regimen. Number 5. Consume rosemary tea. Bah! Consuming this rosemary tea will not always only be beneficial to your hair, it will also be beneficial to your overall health. Sip on rosemary tea for luscious long hair. Rosemary can also be used to promote hair health from within. Step rosemary in hot water for as long as you want, to depending on how strong you need it to be. It is important in ursolic acid, which help increase the circulation of blood to the scalp surface. This help alleviate scalp irritations and suppress hair loss, hereby boosting hair growth. As it helps circulate more blood to the hair follicles, there is better nutrient attainment, thus it adds shine and smoothness to the hair. So guys, haven't read all this, we have come to the end of this video. I hope this video was helpful and informative. If so, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and thank you for staying with me to this extent. I want you that is watching me right now to know that I love you. Thank you. Bye.